Happy Tuesday, Wolfpack. It's time for the Tuesday vlog update. Buckle in, it's going to be a little long, but I have a lot to say, and I appreciate if you stick around. First up, Patreon thank yous. As you probably see on the end of all my videos now, if you go to my Patreon page, linked in the description, these folks have pledged some money per month to help keep my equipment maintained, and all of the Patreon money really goes to keeping my equipment maintained, keeping some of my subscriptions up that I utilize to make the music and the videos and such, and helps me get the travels and stuff I need to go to conventions and all the things like that. So without further ado, sorry, this is the Patreon list. Some of these folks have been with me since 2014. I'll let you know here. Julia Hayden, Sori-chan, thank you so much. Jacob Pritchett, Brian's been with me since 2015. Brilliant Koyman's been with me since 2014, almost a year to the day, or 2 years to the day now. John Kopetz, same 2014. Amy List, Plastic Cyborg, Andrew Miller, Rodrigo Osorio, been with me since 2014 as well, and the Haymakers. And I just really appreciate your generosity. And some folks have been with me since the pony, like when I was heavily into the My Little Pony scene, and now I don't do quite as much. But the fact that you all stick around, it means a lot. It means so much to me. So anyway, hashtag blessed, and moving on. So I had a fantastic time in Denver this weekend for the Running of the Leaves convention, otherwise known as RottleCon. And if you managed to see me at the concert on Friday or just around the event, thanks so much for rocking out during the set and coming to say hi. I really love seeing everybody. This is why I attend the conventions. Yeah, I know I get a little salesman-y when I'm at my booth, but I gotta hustle because, this last time I broke even, and that was only because I hustled. And the good news is, though, I'm going into 2017 with the fewest amount of CDs on hand I've ever had, which means that I've only got 7 CDs in my building right now. Can still send CDs to people via drop shipment and other things like that, but it means a lot because I got a lot of support this year from fans who wanted to get my stuff, and they knew I was going to be at conventions, and so they saw me. I know I sound like a broken record, but I just want to repeat that. I'm so blessed to have a supportive fan base like you, and you're not the largest fan base, but you push me forward. You enjoy my music. You comment. You talk to me about things. You hold me accountable. If I release something that's subpar, not quite my best work, you will let me know. And some people give me even ratings out of 10, which is fine too. At least as long as I get an 8.5 out of 10, I'll take it. And so, I'm human. I sometimes get into fights with my release schedule. I sometimes let things slide when I shouldn't because I've just been working and too close to it and not hearing everything properly. So having the confidence that if I give something to the Wolfpack, that they'll spit back if it's not great or if it needs to be retooled. That fact that you demand the best is very heartening, and I will always have that I don't just have a fan base that follows me because I'm quirky, but they follow me because the work I produce is of a quality enough that they feel that they can continue to listen to it. And that means a lot to me because, again, a lot of you and continued watchers have been around since when I was doing something niche and a fad, and now I'm sort of doing other things, and I still have a great fan base. So thank you very much. Anyway, back to RottleCon. Thank you very much, Automatic Jack, Tarby, being the greatest pickup band I've had the opportunity to work with that I couldn't rehearse with. I don't think I've ever really had a live in-person rehearsal with Jack or Tarby, and it's just so great to play with them. And we never meet in person before shows, but we get to play. RottleCon also deserved a good shout out because their initial plans for a lot of things unfortunately fell through out of their control, but they stepped up. They got us a drum kit, they got us mic stands, they got us things we needed, and props to them. Shout out to the barbecue joint, Jim and Nick's, that we went to. That was really tasty. And it's always great seeing the entire musician crew. I'm going to be missing people because But Mathematicus, thank you. Denotive, Garnica, Skillscreen, Technical Ted, Travis Odyssey, Fenning, Hacked, Francis Vase. So the list goes on. It's always great seeing you. I see some of you all the time because you're in the con circuit like Garnica and Travis, but it's been crazy. If it sounds like I'm building up to something here, it kind of is. I've been averaging about 5 conventions a year the last 4 years, starting in summer 2012, performing at these conventions. So that's 24 total conventions that I've been to, just because I wanted the opportunity to play music in front of so many different people, so many different awesome Wolfpack members in so many different cities. It's been fantastic, and I love it. However, I'm finding myself stretched pretty thin across all the responsibilities I have, and my first joy is to, of course, make sure that you all can hear me do something really cool every week. And so there's been a couple of new things as well. Some of you may have heard from my Twitter feed, my band Waydown Wailers has been nominated for 2 Grammy categories. Not, anything that'll be on TV, but we're on the ballot to get nominated, which is kind of like, the step below. But still, it's basically like, instead of being in the top 5, we're in the top 50 of the Grammy, tiering for like best roots rock performance in that area like that. So we can play with the big boys, and now we can kind of put Grammy in various places, and it leads us to have a lot more clout than we would have had, and that's important to have when you trying to book gigs. So this might lead to some kind of summer tour, and if I'm touring with Waydown Wailers, if I need to be open for more and more shows with Waydown Wailers, I just unfortunately can't do conventions because it'll conflict, which is fine, because again, not that I don't love doing the convention and performing my own music, but I've got a lot of different things going on because I don't believe in putting all my eggs in one basket, especially not creatively. It's so nice to be able to go from doing hardcore metal and pushing myself that way to being able to go and just groove out and slap some bass. So I will post to this channel when we are playing shows. If we have a summer tour of some kind, if you're into music like the Outlaws and Lynyrd Skynyrd and such like that, I'll make sure to let you know the shows we're playing, so you can watch some groovy live performances and say hi to me. I think it'd be really weird to have my own CDs with me, but I always love meeting fans, whether it's through this or anything, and I love meeting people, and that's actually become some of my favorite stuff to do. I'm currently on the fence about the 2017 plans. As I mentioned, there's a lot of stuff going on. I know I'm going to not pursue conventions as much. I'll let them, if I get invited, I'll of course consider it. But if it's not within driving distance, then I'm probably not going to. There's just too much of a time and resource suck that I need to deal with. I know I will be attending MAGFest. Of course, I continually will work that. It's not too far from me. It's a big event. I get to have a lot of fun. I'm not performing this year. It's kind of a dream or sort of mine to perform at that event. But if you're attending MAGFest and you want to have a Wolfpack meetup where we chill out for a bit and talk about whatever, we can make that a thing. I've got a lot more time this year, hopefully, because we've solved some staffing issues. So I always have a lot of people I want to see at MAGFest, and now that MAGFest is so huge, I just can't go in and chill. I have to make a plan so I can see people. And so if you want to do that, post in the comments section. And, I have some other plans for January, but I'll announce them as they come, especially if they're local. So I know this video has gotten a little long now, but I do have a question of the day for you, actually. So do you think I'm doing enough original music right now versus the cover songs? If it's not an issue, then any songs in particular, if you've already made a request, feel free to post in the thing below. Again, if you're not a patron, I'll get to it when I get to it, but I try to keep a list. Sometimes things fall through the cracks, but yeah, thank you so much, Wolfpack, again, #blessed, for all the support you give me, and I hopefully will be able to see you at some event in the future. All right, thanks very much.